So it's about 60 degrees outside right now, and the weather was forecast to be sunny with a few clouds, and we're looking at solid cloud cover right now. Hopefully it doesn't rain. What our plan is we're gonna stop at the trailhead, unload the machines, 2 4-wheelers, and my son and I are gonna go on this trail. It's probably 10 or 15 miles up to a glacier. And the trail is a well-developed trail, but it does cross a creek several times, and there is some places that are pretty muddy. And so you never know how it's really going to turn out, but that's kind of the rough plan. So between now and the rough plan and the glacier, just about anything could happen. So come along and let's find out. Off we go. Let's get started on this little adventure. It appears as though we've lost Dad. So I'm out by the lake, which is way too deep to cross, so I kind of went an overway and then I lost track of him almost immediately after that. But it's pretty hot out, so I am going to strip a layer. I'm not going to wear this hoodie anymore. And I've turned my machine off so that hopefully I can kind of hear him, which I hear machines, but definitely not his. It sounds like, I don't know, it's hard to say. I do hear a helicopter off in the distance, which makes sense. The Alaska helicopter tours people commonly run out of here because of the glacier. There's actually just over there. You can see it. I mean, granted it's miles and miles away, but at least you can see it. I've stopped in a pretty open area to hopefully wait for Dad. Because, you know, I remember the first thing they always told me about getting lost is stay put. You have a higher chance of being found. I see an off-roader over there. I might go check it out. I hope it's a Jeep. For those of you that have watched this channel, I have a Jeep Cherokee. It's been featured on the channel before, actually at Jim's Creek 2 or 3 years ago. I love that thing. So I hear a machine. It might be his. Sounds like it's coming up. So I was right. I hear him. He's coming up. You know, if you don't move from your spot, you got a higher chance of being found. Kind of on the grass a little bit. A little bit on the grass. I mean, it may go all the way to the trees, and if it does, it's going to get ugly. Yeah. Or you might break out of something, but we'll see. I'll hang back so we don't have 2 machines stuck. Yeah, I think that's a good choice. Okay, cool. Okay, probably keep it in second gear the whole time. Yeah, I wouldn't get too hot. Yeah. Okay, get ready with the camera. Okay.
here. Oh, well. Oh, it's starting to shallow up now.
Unless it gets, oh, and then it gets deeper.
Whoa, little drop off right there.
A little cold.
Yeah, that's a little deep. It was good until the drop off. Crikey.
So maybe not crossing here.
At least we didn't try it and be stranded out there, right?
Blind, by the way?
That was one.
Oh, okay. Should I keep it in first gear?
I'd go to second.
Second? Okay. Not good. Well, no, it's starting, but then it's not wanting to really run. What?
Can you make it or not?
No, it's not. It's not wanting to run all the way. It'll start and it'll run, but you give it gas and it cuts out. My toes are still dry. Dead.
Run into some problems. The red machine will not start on its own. The battery acts like it's completely dead. However, if we can compression start it and get it running at least once so far. We're going to try that again, and if we can get it started, we're probably going to head back and not make it to the glacier, because our adventure's really turned into a rescue mission.
Yeah, we also made this mistake. So 2 years ago, there's a video on this channel that we took my Jeep out and we ran into the same problem. The alternator stopped working, it stopped charging the battery. Didn't realize that that's what was going on at the time, but we're like, oh no, it's probably fine. It's being weird anyways because it's off-road, but we weren't too concerned about it. It became a problem and we were stuck out here for a few hours, and we got out, obviously. But let's not make the same mistake.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to mention, this is the same spot where the alternator died in the Jeep last time. We were actually just probably less than half a mile away from here, up the trail, where the Jeep finally quit out for good. But it was around this area that, you know, problems arose last time. So let's not make the same mistake, because we've been here before.
All right, so let's get this thing going.
Big Red started, and as long as it's running, we think it'll be fine. Who knows? Probably battery issue. It's not alternator. It's not like the Jeep. Just getting a couple things together. And then we're gonna head back because I feel like it's probably not the best idea to continue further using, you know, logic. This on footage on my drone, but I was just bringing it across, watching Mad Max cross the river, and then it just started kind of dying out. The wind isn't really that bad. I'd say maybe 3 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour, nothing like substantial at all. And then it just kind of started suddenly, it said max power overload, which was weird, and then it just started falling. And originally I thought that it went in the water, but it grazed the water and then regained altitude and then would come back down, and I was able to limp it pretty much across this whole river, and it was just doing the same thing. I once watched it dunk its entire body underwater except for the propellers and then come out of that, and it was just the most bizarre thing in the world. And my dad's just gone across. I landed it on the nearest sandbank, and he just had walked across and he got it. But I have the whole thing, recording. I can't wait to look back at it, and I don't know, it's so bizarre. I don't even have words for it. I was screaming and yelling, and it's beeping like a bomb right now.
So I tried pushing the button and it just won't go off on its own. Curious that you just turned it off. Will it? Still nothing. So, you know, I think the battery's dead.
Yeah,
that's my
that battery's guess. Just completely dead.
That's
like,
my guess.
It won't hold a
that's
charge.
That's the simplest solution.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. We got everything loaded. Just got to get everything strapped down here and be ready to go.
you know, it was an interesting trip. It was definitely an adventure. It might be the adventure from hell or the nightmare trip. I feel like are both valid names for this. Towards the end, I got temporarily misplaced. It all worked out in the end, but it was a little bit of a mess to get there. But you know, because we all made it. The machines are back, both of them. You know, got under the trailer running. So to reward ourselves with a successful rescue mission, we got some pizza.